Whether you wear a cowboy hat or a farmer's cap, if you've got cattle, you pay your beef checkoff. But did you know that for every dollar invested, it returns a $5 bill? So get to know your checkoff, sponsor of This Week, Samuelson Says. These are indeed grim and challenging times for state legislators, local legislators, school board officials, all of them battling budget cuts. And agriculture is going to feel the impact. For example, headlines like this one in an Illinois paper that I'm sure is being repeated in many other states across the country, cutting jobs and extension, and that means cutting 4-H programs and perhaps county and state fair premiums as well. Not only that, but we are seeing school boards battling with budgets that, in some cases, in the heart of agricultural communities, are forcing them to cut vocational agriculture and FFA programs. Now, I understand that these are serious budget problems, but at the same time, keep in mind that the world of agriculture and agricultural education, whether it be in 4-H or FFA, is able to prepare young people for more than 300 different careers. And remember, the world must eat, regardless of what else happens. So more and more local citizens are going to be called on to help support 4-H and FFA programs in your community. As a matter of fact, the National 4-H Council is conducting a unique fundraiser, 4-H Give to Vote Challenge, a fundraiser to benefit state 4-H programs using mobile and online technology. The council hopes to rally 4-Hers, more than 88,000 Facebook fans, in a giving competition to support their state 4-H programs. You can get full information on the competition and how you can support 4-H in this manner by simply going to 4h.org. But as private citizens and taxpayers, we're going to have to find more ways to find financial support for young people in the world of agriculture. My thoughts on Samuelson Says.
Next on This Week in Agribusiness, it's Max's Tractor Shed, spotlighting another great American farm tractor.
Well, Jim Countryman likes his cattle, but he also has a very favorite tractor in Michigan. We'll show you this week at Max's Tractor Shed. Brought to you by McCormick Tractors, offering new and exciting retail programs on their tractors. Many enhancements have been made, making it easier for you to own the tractor you need for less. Contact your McCormick dealer. At Ontonagon, Michigan, right there near Lake Superior, Jim Countryman has those Irish Dexters, and he really does like those cattle. But each week there on his cow-calf operation, he watches our broadcast, and he said, I need you to see, Max, an old John Deere tractor that still works. Take a look at this John Deere 730. He says he doesn't use this tractor in parades. This 730, this old girl, as Jim put it, doesn't get time off to go to the parades. It was working, as you can see right here, pulling a 15-foot roller harrow. Jim says his tractor is 51 years old, and this year he's 76, and as he told me, neither one has plans for retirement. That 1959 John Deere 730 owned by Jim Countryman at Ontonagon, Michigan. We're looking forward to being in North Carolina in just a few weeks at the Got to Be NC Festival. We hope you'll join us there, too. Make plans to be there. It's going to be a great tractor show. Last year, as we've been saying, they had more than 1,000 pieces of farm equipment there.
Now, Greg Solier's final look at the agriculture weather forecast for the week ahead, including his precipitation forecast. Brought to you by Kicksor Herbicide from BASF.
You know, my great-grandfather worked this land with mules. Now we use things like GPS. How we do this is always changing. Wonder what kinds of things my grandchildren will be using.
Kicksor Herbicide Technology, the innovative solution for broadleaf weed control. For growers from BASF, the chemical company.
Our previous views of the maps showed a fair amount of moisture. Let's sort it out as we go through the week ahead and take a look at your precip map for the week, too.
That's right. It will be expansive all over again. So folks have been clamoring for some moisture recharge. Top few inches of topsoil getting a little drier than we'd like, but still some good progress on the back 40. It looks like delays are back in order, and more so into parts of the eastern Corn Belt early on in the week with a slow-moving circulation from Michigan to Illinois, heading off to the east. A few little spits and sprinkles of rain and snow into the northeast and New England. A couple scattered showers and thunderstorms southeastern states. Again, from about the Great Lakes region into the Delta and slightly east. It has been a bit drier than it should be this time of the year, but good progress nonetheless with field work operations. A weak disturbance across West Texas. A little light rain breaking out here. Note this system across Southern California and a much stronger one moving into the Pacific Northwest with a pickup on rain and mountain snow. That system begins to energize across the central Rockies. Gusty winds into the desert Southwest and at least a scattering of shower and thunderstorm activity across the central and southern winter wheat belt, but a nice temperature recovery as well. Weak disturbance along the I-10, I-20 corridor through the southeast, and we're getting some sense of cool high pressure, some seasonal drying paces out across much of the central and eastern Corn Belt for the middle part of the week. Now by Friday, here we go. Deep south wind, big upper trough, showers and thunderstorms expanding. These won't be all-day rains, but in good coverage from the Board of Trade on southward. Still warm and delightful into the southeast with some field work opportunities, but all this will be shifting off to the east towards next weekend. Another up air circulation across the west and the Pacific Northwest. Cool conditions, no shortage of moisture in one form or another.
One farmer I know in central Illinois said he had been so wet last year he didn't dare complain much this year, but his topsoil had started to dry out.
That's right, a little dry and dusty out there, but again, good recharge of late and more to come. It looks very complicated and very massive, but again, this is towards the middle part of the week from about the high plains on westward, end portion of the week east towards about the Mississippi River, then towards next weekend on an expansion to the east and northeast. Generally speaking, into the probably 0.5 to 1 and local 2-inch category, fraught with severe weather from Kansas City, St. Joe on southward. Some downpours and certainly afternoon variety into parts of Florida. Good coverage moisture expected as well as we move through the middle part of the week into the northeast and New England. This could very well be a bit of wet snow into the northern plains, upper Midwest, and look at the moisture across the west and northwest. Expectations of 0.5 to 1 and probably a couple of showers and thunderstorms all the way down into central valleys of California, southwestern states as well. It may measure up anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch of moisture. Weather's brought to you by Kicksor Herbicide from BASF.
Glyphosate used to do the trick, but weeds are getting tougher. Sometimes it's like they're laughing behind my back. Well, they're not the only ones who can get tougher.
Kicksor herbicide technology controls resistant broadleaf weeds. For growers, from BASF, the chemical company.